loves, it's me, Love Jones. I am back with another one. It's funny. I was just talking about egos on my last video. Somebody in my comments called themselves being funny, and they donate $2. It's so funny because I don't ask for donations on here. I know a lot of people do these readings, and they do all the time. Their Cash App is in the description. They have the Venmo. They have every single way that you can possibly accept donations. But I don't get anything out of doing what it is that I do. I get absolutely nothing out of it. It's so funny because I give a lot to the world, to people in general, and I don't get anything out of it. Other than the fact that if it's helpful, it can make me feel good sometimes. But I know that people will take advantage of that. They take advantage of it. And they make little smart comments. And truth be told, they be needing that little boost. Even if it's just a word. The truth is they needed that word. Maybe they self-esteem wasn't in the right place when they woke up. Maybe somebody done beat them down in their household and they don't feel as good as they supposed to feel. Maybe they feel like they just not measuring up. Whatever reason, maybe they need that $2. It's so funny. People have went out the way to steal from me, and I still give. Hard as I work just to save this little bit, I still give when I can. Because it makes me feel good knowing that I can help somebody. And so it baffles me how other people can just be so much in their ego where they can sit back and just watch people suffer or even cause people suffering because they're trying to steal, because they are trying to live a certain life, because they want people to look at them a certain way in life. And it also baffles me even more about how they link up with people who have more than them, these so-called woke people who allow these people to even be in their presence, knowing that these people are liars and thieves, knowing that they're not putting work in to get what they're getting, knowing that the only work they put in is to forge people's signature and is to set people up, is to try to steal something from somebody else. It's like if you work for your money and how you allow somebody to be in your circle who don't work for theirs. You're not worried about them stealing your shit too? It just only makes sense to me. If they'll steal from somebody else, then what's going to stop them from stealing from you? Because you feel like you have a status? Because I promise you, once they get used to it, then you just another person to them. It's like buying that new car that you've been wanting for the past 5 years. Once you've had it for 5 years, it's just another car. It's just another car. And so it's disturbing to watch people the way they are, do the things that they do the things that they don't do. But it's even more disturbing to watch the people around them who I know see them and what it is they do, and they pretend as if they don't see it. You know what I found out is they are more complacent people in the world than we like to admit. People who are in leadership positions, if they're not helping actually contribute to the negativity, then they're some of the most complacent people. They'll sit back and just watch it. And they'll sit back and watch it for years and never say anything about it, just allow it to be. And you ask yourself, or you have to ask yourself, at least I ask myself, if people seen certain things and they addressed them right then when they first seen it, how much BS could be avoided? How much corruption could be ended? How many people would be in homes instead of homeless? How many people would actually have businesses on their own? We didn't just watch somebody else steal. Somebody who already got 10 businesses, they done stole somebody's business with one business. You know, you sit back and just watch people be greedy, be selfish. And so to me, I find it even more disturbing that people are able to sit back and just watch things, allow things to happen. And then when a time presents itself, they act like they never knew it was going on when they sit right there and watched it. When they sit right there and watched it. So yeah, I don't know. I know I went off on a tangent, but the person offering me $2 in my last video, you can keep it. Honestly, you'd be surprised there's people with money out here that act like they need that $2 more than I do. Imagine that. I'm the one that's been stolen from. I'm the one that has went without all of this time. I'm the one who has taken loss after loss after loss. But it's people out here with way more than I do who act like they need that $2 more than me. So I would say take it and give it to one of them. I really don't feel like this is something I need to get paid for. And I'm not asking for any donations because I do it from the heart. I do it at the kindness of my own heart, as I do a lot of other things. And I never ask for anything in return. You'd be surprised how many people out there. How many people out there want everything you have to offer? And they'll take it if you offer it to them. If it's your last $2, they'll take your last $2. And they'll watch you go hungry and they won't offer you a carrot to eat. They'll take that last $2. And so, yeah, again, give it to them. Those ones that seem to need it a lot more than I do. Those ones that can't go without anything. Because you know what? Over time, I've learned to go without a lot. Anyway, let's see what's in the energy. Other than trash like normal. Spirit guides, ancestors of the highest white light. Let us know what's in the energy surrounding the collective. Celebration for somebody here. This is a happy outcome for somebody. This is victory. This is some type of celebration here. Can't stay down forever. Empress. It's a celebration that's about to take place for this Empress here. And so if people thought you were going to stay down forever because of whatever it is that they were doing, you won't. Victory. Celebration. Victory for this Empress here. Who knows who she is and what she stands for, regardless of what the people around are saying. Could have somebody or something coming in from the past. So this could have been something that you should have already had. Something, I don't know, you could be getting paid for something you've done in the past. This could be a person of the past coming in to give you something they've held on to. This could be a person in your past that's just maybe, I don't know, feel sorry for you, have some type of empathy, and coming in to give you something. I really don't feel like this is going to be a gift, though. I feel like this is something that you earn. See a family vacation here. Maybe it'll be something where you could take yourself on some type of family vacation here. Look, I cut the deck right here on travel the world. So you got an Empress here. You may have been down, but now you up all of a sudden. Now you up all of a sudden. Lovers here. Lovers here. Lovers is a card. Has several different meanings, but I feel like you have overcome a lot of the things, most of the things, if not all of the things you have been constantly put through, spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, whatever it is that's been thrown your way. You have learned how to alchemize the energy, how to transmute the energy, how to turn it into something positive instead of allowing yourself to sit in negative energy. So you've had these people trying to ruin your reputation in the background. These elite people right here trying to ruin your reputation, trying to make you look like something that you are not, trying to make you look like something that they are, trying to project their energy off onto you. And so if these are negative people, nasty people, jealous people, envious people, people who are selfish, people who are money hungry, they're trying to make you look as if these things were you. And they probably tried to do everything to tear you down, which is what I was just explaining in my last video. How they throw the subliminal messages out there, how I keep getting the videos of Shamar. And I know every time it gets like that, it's something that I already know what they're trying to say. You know, I catch these subliminal messages they throw at me all the time. Now, whether I acknowledge them or not is another story. But I mention that one because they constantly do it over and over and over again. If I think something they don't like, the next video I scroll by is going to be the one of Shamar. And so you could have been going through some of the same things that I have. Again, you have people in positions of power who have went over and beyond to tear you down. these people here have went over and beyond to tear you down, to make you look like what they are, to make you look selfish, to make you look greedy, to make you look money hungry, to make you look entitled, to make you look like you have an ego issue, when it's truly who they are: selfish, greedy, entitled, egotistical, money hungry. And so you've had to overcome a lot here. It's the card of bravery, because again, I said, I feel like you've had to overcome a lot here. And so you've had to be brave in whatever this was that was thrown your way. And it could have been constantly thrown your way. This is not just a one and off thing. This is not just one thing every day. This is constantly all day long. Anytime you are thinking something positive, anytime you have some type of a smart thought run across your head, anytime you think something that may anger them, whether it's something that is uplifting to other people or not, whatever it is that you are thinking that they don't like, you probably had them constantly coming for you on a spiritual level, not just on a physical level, because on a physical level, again, you probably were surrounded. On an emotional level, they were trying to do things that would destroy your heart. And so if you have a big heart, if you have empathy, if you are empath, if you have, you show remorse for people and what they're going through, if you care about people, if you love easily, they constantly do things to destroy your heart. They constantly do things to try to mess with your mental, to make you think you're going crazy. And so while they're doing these things to you, they do it and they draw other people in to watch. And so you have the people who are doing it. And then just like I was saying in the last video, you have the watchers who just sit back and watch it like it's the next episode of Love and Hip Hop. They want to know what drama's coming up next. These people trying to ruin your reputation. They're trying to make you look a certain way. They're projecting themselves off onto you. They are trying to absorb your energy and appear themselves as if they are in this light, as if maybe they have these connections to God, as if they are the chosen ones. Why they want you to appear as if you're them, as if you have their energy, the energy that they have in the dark. This is the energy they try to project onto you, the energy that they don't want anybody else to see them in. Because when they come out in the public, to the public, in the light where they can be seen, then they try to imitate another person. They try to imitate the energy that you give. Trying to ruin your reputation by causing illusions around you, by trying to get reactions out of you that are reactions that they invoked or they evoked. For every action, there's a equal or greater reaction. These are people who are causing certain things. But I feel like you've held your own very well by not reacting to probably most of it. And you've learned to alchemize that energy. You've learned to transmute it into something positive here. You were able to use what you have and survive off of it. And so they were doing things to tear you down, making sure you didn't have. But God said you had everything you need to survive. He equipped you with everything you needed to survive. And so, like I was saying in my last video, a lot of people lack that brain. They lack the ability to know what to do when they're put in certain situations. And it's by choice. It's by choice. Because ignorance is a choice. The root word is ignore. You ignore what it is that you should be taking in. And so here it is. They lack in certain things. And they wanted you to lack in certain things that they feel like they couldn't do without. And so here it is. You may have been without money, without resources, without anybody in your corner. Nobody to talk to, nobody to lean on. But God said, I gave you everything you needed to survive. They couldn't survive without those things, without the money, without the people in their corner, people to go to and talk to about certain things, people to have their back, people to gang up on you with them. They couldn't survive if they didn't have the resources that they had to survive. And so they felt like you wouldn't be able to survive either. And so they took exactly that from you, what they knew that they couldn't survive without. I was just listening to a video. I think it was Spiritual Sad, y'all. I always listen to her. Who said just that. They took the things from you they couldn't do without. Because they tried to make it seem like you were who they are. And the truth is, you are much different than them. The truth is, your magic is within. So when they're out here doing all this spiritual manipulation, causing you to lose money, having your money on block, causing all these delays in money that you should have been getting, but you're not getting, causing you all of these different losses, having people turn their back on you. While they're out here doing all this spiritual manipulation, your magic comes from within. And so, you being tapped into this infinite source, again, God gave you everything you needed to survive. You may didn't have the material things, but you had everything you needed to survive. Your resources are infinite. Like you like Kevin Gates, you don't get tired. We all get tired, y'all, but you kept going. You kept going. These people, it takes a whole lot of them. Whole lot of them to get together to try to bring one of you down, to try to ruin your reputation with lies, with illusions, with delusions, with all this manipulation. When the truth is, their reputation can be ruined with truths. I think that was Kendrick Lamar's song. I don't remember exactly what the words were, but that's what he was singing. You know, you try to ruin me with your lies, but I can ruin you with your truths. Their truths is what they tried to hide. Their truths is what they tried to project on you to make you seem like you were. Their truths is what they leave tucked away in the house when they get ready to come outside in front of the world. So when they go back in the house, back in the dark, and they try to send you this dark energy, they try to send you their truths. And so after maybe going without a lot for quite some time, you're about to be rewarded. It's coming from something from the past or somebody from the past here. Reflection. Study. You know, it's funny, when I was shuffling, I seen college, and I did not mention it because I felt like it was irrelevant. But now that I'm seeing this card that says scholarship here, I'm feeling like that college that I seen at the very beginning is more relevant now. Something may be happening with college. Somebody could be paying for your student loans, or you could even be going back to college. You could be going back to college to learn something. I also see bought a house here. And so I don't know if this is you that will be buying a house with whatever this is that you are given, or whether this was somebody else who bought a house. Star here. This could be an Aquarius, but I'm really feeling like this is you. You've suffered this loss, this abandonment, even this theft here. People were stealing from you. You've lost a lot of things because people were stealing from you. But not only were they stealing from you, they were holding back your money. They were holding back something that belonged to you. They were holding you back from being able to go out and do something else, to create something else that was going to bring you in another income. Because again, you're tapped into an infinite source. God gave you everything you needed, and so you can continue to create over and over and over and over again. These people may not have that creative streak in them. And so they stopped this. They not only stole from you and caused you to lose a lot, but they stopped you from being able to create here by causing you all of this loss. I feel like I always say this, they pushed you from being in a era where you were thriving, where you were able to focus on creating things, where you were allowing your creativity to flow. and they pushed you into an energy of surviving. And so the only thing you could focus on is the money, trying to get the money, because we all know you need money to survive here in the world. You need money to survive. And God gave you everything you needed to survive. And so this means you have the ability to keep creating, but you had to focus on just get money to survive. You couldn't focus on your creativity. You couldn't focus on anything else you may have normally focused on to help you thrive, starting a different business, expanding your knowledge of different things, because they've taken so much from you. It's like you have to start back from point A. This person is naked here. This person's outside. It's really giving me under the stars. I feel like you are a star, but it's really giving me survival mode here. Somebody having to survive through all of this. Look, a hobo. Somebody could have definitely been homeless here, or somebody will be homeless. Right behind it says stock market crash. So it's a little warning, y'all, I guess, because that card rarely ever pops out. And for it to come out stuck to hobo, somebody really may be losing a house because something they invested in, it could be looking very well right now, but it's not going to be for long. This investment is going to hell. I hate to say that. And I probably could have said it in a much better way than that, but that's the truth of it. And so I don't know if this is one stock, two stocks, a few stocks, or if it's going to be like that famous stock market crash that had those rich people killing themselves because they didn't know what to do outside of being rich, because they were never pushed in this survival mode here like they've taken the time and put you in. The people who thought it was funny, they think it's funny to do people like that because they have the power, they have the privilege, and so they laugh about it and they okay with watching you suffer. But these are people who wouldn't know what to do with themselves if they were left with just what you have, because these are people who are not connected to God. They don't even know themselves, let alone God. So what they should have been doing is learning from you how to survive in certain cases, because this stock market crash could push some of them into survival mode. Could be the beginning of the first being last and the last being first. His words don't go void. There will be a time, and y'all never know when that time is coming. And so for people to be so arrogant and in their ego and find it funny to just watch people suffer at their hands, these aren't people who are just suffering on their own because they lack something in life, because they don't know how to manage their money, or they've been investing in the wrong thing. This is somebody who's been suffering at the hands of others, while others steal, while others stop them from moving forward, while others are constantly causing them loss. But yeah, this abundance here is coming in. Whatever this abundance is coming in. Somebody from your past could be the one that's bringing it to you. I don't know exactly what it is. Friendship, union, whoever this friend is, could be family. Definitely somebody from the past. They coming in to bring you something here. So I don't know whether to say expect the unexpected here. I would actually say don't expect it, because it's when you least expect it where things start to happen. When you're looking for it, seem like it never comes. So I would definitely say don't depend on whatever this is. Keep doing whatever it is that you're doing, and if it comes, then you will be grateful for it. If it comes, then you're gonna be excited when it gets here versus you looking for it and it taking a while to come, because this is coming. This is in your energy now. This abundance here. Yeah. Somebody may have discovered something. Could be something about your past that someone discovered that's about to bring you this fortune, whatever this abundance is. But either way, wherever this is coming from, it's coming. And you could have had a lot of competition, a lot of people trying to imitate you, a lot of people trying to be you in order to take whatever this is. We seen theft. They could have even stole it. If they didn't steal this, they stole something. They were stealing something from you. Could have been your creative ideas, because again, you're being physically and spiritually stalked here. They watching in every way possible, trying to recreate you, trying to be you, trying to appear as if they hold the light when they're not even connected to God. They don't even know God. God doesn't know them. But you can easily change that. They can easily change that. But I just don't feel like they would. These are people who are probably not used to putting in the work. These are people, again, who feel entitled to certain things. These are people who's not used to working hard for what it is that they get. People are used to just being able to snap their finger, do a step, call somebody in to get whatever this is that they want. And so I don't think the work will be put in, but it's completely up to them. They're sending you evil eye. It says third eye, but I got evil eye when I look down at him. You in the victory here. And so they could be trying to cause you some type of illusions over your third eye. It could be causing some type of imbalance in your third eye chakra. That's meant to cause you illusions. That's meant to make you have problems with your intuition. But I don't feel like that's the case here. I feel like whatever it is that they're trying to do is not working. And it may even be backfiring. May even be backfiring. Because I don't know why it just popped in my head. Something I heard earlier. Them say somebody was sent some, I think it was something I read that said they sent so much black magic it started to come back to them. And so they wanted you to go crazy. But they're the ones that's going crazy. They wanted you to be seen like you have mental issues. But they're the one that's seen as if they have these mental issues now. They wanted you to be seen as if you had some type of psychological problem. But they're the ones that's needing to go get some help now because they sent so much evil out. It came back on them because you're a person that's highly protected, because you're a person that's highly connected, but not just connected to anybody. Because remember, these people are elite. They have connections as well, but you have connections to the Most High. Their connections not the same. They not like us. But that's what I have, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. I will be back.